Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to the Hard Motherfucking Feelings. Yeah. The show behind the show.
Behind the show.
For our $10 and up Patreon subscribers. We appreciate it. We love you. Little sneak peek. That's not a sneak peek.
It's more about our day-to-day lives and stuff like that.
It's about you being a piece of shit. That's what it's about.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's fucking get into it.
Go.
You son of a bitch.
Here we
How
go.
are you? My co-host is coming at you from across the street.
This guy can turn, man. Dude, he is fucking gelatinous.
Gang, give it up for my good pal, Kippy, Kevin, James, Ryan.
Hey, gang, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. This is for the Patreons, baby. I fucking love you guys.
The hardcore.
Mixing it up, having a good time.
The hardcore squad.
Me and the big man letting it out
or
a little bit.
Or the squad that's got a little bit of key.
A little bit key.
Not too shabby.
$10 a month.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. And between you, $10, that's the hefty level to get in. Mm-hmm. You get a lot of bang for your buck at $10.
It's good time.
Yeah.
The only thing you really miss out on is that
not for those
$5
dorks. You know what I mean? Don't tell them that.
The only thing you really miss out on is the live stream, which I gotta say has been some of the best times I've had over the fucking pandemic.
It's a good fucking time.
A lot of loose cannons we got.
Yeah.
And we love you.
It's a good time.
And
thank you to everybody.
That Facebook group is growing like wildfire. And that I was watching TV last night. I stopped fucking watching TV, and I just started going into the Facebook group, just laughing at shit.
They have a good time in there. They don't need us.
Fun.
I thought they needed us. They don't need us. They're having a good time.
Good times.
When the cat's away, the mice will play,
It's a good time. We're having a good time in here, too. We had a really nice day today. We recorded a couple episodes. We got the new mixer for you folks. Just so you know, the money that we bring in, we're not out fucking drinking champagne cocktails and having steaks and stuff like that. All right, we're putting it back into the business like smart, small business owners.
So we got a new mixer, a lot of the level. We've had some issues with the levels and the mics and stuff like that. So this is a new mixer. It's the first go around on it. So if anything messes up, give us a little bit of leeway. But it sounds good. It looks good. I think we're all right.
Thing's a goddamn spaceship.
Yeah, give T-Bone a break if it sounds great.
It sounds great.
I think we're in good shape.
And the audio sounded great. From when I listened to
the stands were a big thing, then the new mics were a big thing.
We got the stands, we got the mics, we got the mixer, we got more fucking foam padding, all that stuff.
Yeah,
These guys are in here busting their chops, busting their ass to get this stuff sounding and looking good. Amazing jobs.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm just saying.
Dude, I literally say
because I know you two like to throw it in my face a little bit.
We don't.
Oh my God. You just take every conversation with you immediately. It's like navigating an emotional river right away. Hey, how you doing? What does that mean? And you're like, how the fuck did I get here? 3 minutes in, I'm like, me and you were screaming at each other. I'm like, I have no idea how I literally got here.
That's what Hard Feelings is about. And let me tell you something else on the
you're
point.
Crazy.
Because I had a situation with my brother the other night. Now my brother's moving. Okay. Now I must have.
Is your brother as crazy as you?
No.
God.
No.
Because for the free, you put it on for like the iTunes episodes and even the AYG.
I'm not putting it on.
Not
That's
putting
who
it
I
on.
am. This is what this is
you
supposed
don't
to be.
reveal it all.
This is the airing of the grievances.
I know.
No, I'm a fucking professional. I'm not going to act like an asshole on the podcast.
I know, yeah. So I'm just saying. I'm not trying to paint you. I'm also crazy. I'm just a little more out front with my crazy.
No. I think you've really done a lot of work and you're doing really well. Fucking bozo McBozo over here.
Yeah. I wish everybody.
My brother is not as crazy as me.
That's all I'm saying. I'm saying for the listener who might not know, it's not. It's AYG isn't a place for our craziness to really come out. That's what I'm saying. It's not a vehicle for that. This is more of a vehicle for that. So people might not know you are a fucking wacko.
I don't know if that's a fair analysis.
Okay. Fair.
What's the copay on this, huh?
That's another thing. I'm like, what are you up? I'm like, dude, you're anxious about something. He's like, I'm not. Right away through. I'm not Sigmund Freud. You're not. He thinks I'm like always trying to psychoanalyze him. Analyze him.
Oh, dude, I'm loving this new mute button. I'm gonna be fast now.
Toby's in, Toby's out. Chicago.
I'm just saying. And see, now even this, you could just be like, yeah, I'm crazy. Let's move on. That's what the show is. Now it's like I'm hemmed up.
No, let's talk about this.
Yeah, a lot of the listeners might not know you're crazy. You're a fucking wacko.
Okay, fine.
Dealing with you is very tough.
I'm crazy.
And I asked if your brother.
Yeah.
Because my brother's just as crazy as me. We come from the same thing.
He's more successful than you.
Sure, so is your brother. And I'm more successful than you.
Well,
I will say that I walked into the studio today and it was like walking into the Odd Couple. Fucking Kippy's throwing spaghetti plates at the wall. Fucking, they got a duct tape line on the floor.
Well, I came in and he's stressed out about something else, and he takes it out on me.
Dude, this is another thing.
Your reaction to the idea that I pitched was hostile, to say the least.
No.
It was just like, no, let's just do it my way, and that's it.
No.
That's what he said.
No.
That's basically what your facial expression said.
Okay.
You seemed tired.
Am I going to be able to say what I said, or
You seemed like you were like busy with something else, and it was something else that was really bothering you.
Buddy, not at all. I came in here, I had a burrito bowl, I had a nice fucking hour by myself, hanging out, selling
And
ads.
then I walked in. I see how it is. So I ruined
No.
your good time.
You came in, and we had to develop. We were doing, for the listener, we were doing the cheese snack taste test, and you wanted
the
to
big cheese snack taste test 2021.
yeah.
Official rankings.
Official rankings.
Official rankings.
And whatever. It just, I was like, let me know what you bought. That way we can figure out what
and I
the
wanted
show.
to surprise you. I thought it'd be funnier.
And I said, yeah, but also at the same
and
time.
funner.
But yeah, but
You don't have to be in control of every little thing.
I'm not.
You can let it go a little bit. Take a ride down the lazy river. Let Uncle Hank handle things for a little while.
I tried, and you couldn't get combos, and I had to get my own drink, and you didn't get a drink. That's what happened.
I'm drinking water due to my dietary restrictions.
Yeah,
I'm pre-diabetic.
But eating a half a pound of Cheez-Its at the same
I
time.
did not have a half a pound. I had
Whatever.
4
I'm
Cheez-Its.
see this
yeah.
now we're off the fucking the original
You're not gonna
argument.
win. You're not gonna.
I know. It's
You're
just
not getting out of here, baby.
It's spinning.
You know
it's
that.
spinning tires, and then
It's
the second
already
you
spinning.
see, look at him. You try to go
I
back.
already have your wallet. You don't even know it.
For the listener, Foley went into the doctor and he's dropped from pre-diabetic and now he's going full-blown pre-diabetic.
Yeah.
Pre-diabetic.
Is that what it is? It went up?
No, it didn't go up.
Well, pre.
There is no pre.
Okay. Another thing he lied about. That's going in the file.
Of course, there's no pre.
You thought pre was real?
No, I was hanging out. We were. Really? I don't even think pre-diabetes is a thing.
Pre-diabetes.
Um,
you got diabetes, you don't diabetes.
Diabetes.
Yes.
I didn't
Instead of
start
having the
that
sugar, you
argument.
got the sliver.
Really, I'm pinning you down. That was you. You got all butthurt that I wanted to see what snacks you got, and you're like, no. Blah, 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 and
It
you
was the way you said it, so you really started it off.
See this? No, you. I said, let me see what you got, and you literally got all butthurt, and you got butthurt in the text messages last night when you pitched the idea. And I was like, let me think.
And then today at 11 o'clock, you're like, oh, yeah, let's go for it.
And then you ignored me for 3 hours, and then got back to me.
I was tied up in other things. That's why I wanted to lock the idea down last night, because I was on my way to the grocery store.
Okay, we could have everything we got at a 7-Eleven on the corner.
No, you're not getting that stuff at a 7-Eleven. You can't get all that at a 7-Eleven. What are you, nuts?
100% can.
Take your head out of your ass.
Either way, you immediately got emotional, and then I respond because I'm nuts. I respond with emotion, and then Toby walks in. We got to keep up appearances for the T-Bone.
T-Bone's in.
What?
He knows what's up.
Yeah, he knows you're crazy.
He knows you're crazy.
I don't think I'm not.
Now back to my brother. So my brother's moving.
this is a Cheez-Its versus
Combos, or
goldfish.
goldfish.
Yeah, you're both crazy for different ways. Ted.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I muted.
Oh, I thought you were finishing what you're saying. What I was going to say is, oh man, I lost my train.
Your brother.
My brother.
He's moving.
Yeah. It annoys me when you offer to help somebody and then they don't want to help, but then you hear about it a lot. I feel like guilty about it.
Can I put a pin in that? You do that a lot with me. I think when you apply that, because I'll be like,
maybe.
I'll be like, hey, I'm in the studio or something. I'll be like, I came into the studio and I hung up.
Well,
phone.
I would have came and helped you.
That you take that as me. I'm just saying I'm doing this. When someone goes, I do this, I go, I worked a lot last night on the pod. You go, I do a lot of work on the pod. I go, yeah, man, no one ever said you didn't.
I didn't say that.
You apply. When somebody says they do something, you immediately take it to mean that you're not doing it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think a lot of
So
people
now
do
I
that.
talk to you. I go like, yeah, me and Toby, we got work to do on the pod. You're like, I do work. I go, I'm not saying you don't do work. I'm just saying we also have work.
Mm-hmm.
You immediately take offense to it, which is crazy.
I took offense to you saying that right now.
Yeah.
You and Toby. Huh? I see how it is.
Yeah, well, we spend more time doing the technical aspects of the podcast.
Sure. Which I appreciate.
No one says, we understand. No one's asking you to do it. That's
could.
another thing. Nobody
I'll take the
wants,
mixer home tonight and I'll set it up.
Nobody wants you snooping around things you got no business snooping around.
Yeah, that's what
like
I think
the
it is,
checkbooks.
too.
Dude, you take this mixer, it's going to be like Ice Cube and fucking Barbershop. Smoke coming out of it. He's like, I'm trying to get the studio off the ground.
Use it as an ice tray.
It's not a bad idea. Used to have a football ice tray.
So whatever. So your brother, what? He's going, I'm moving, and you're going.
You never had the little football ice trays? Oh, they were great. They came out like little footballs.
No.
We
were a soccer family.
I started talking to him last night. And he was on his way to drop some stuff off at the new house, and I'm like, dude, because I hear my mom. I feel bad, for them. He's got so much work. I mean, they're moving from one fucking nice house to another. There's movers involved.
Sure.
But I said, see, here's the thing. My name within the family, it ain't the best.
It doesn't hold a lot of weight.
Over the last few years.
I'm a little bit
not
of
the last few years. In my 20s.
30s and 40s.
Yeah. After I started comedy.
You're not the winner. You're not the, I don't want, not winner's the bad word. Like, traditionally, they're more successful and
It's
around.
not even about success. It's like missing things, not being reliable, not being there.
I'm the same way. I'm
Those
the same
kind
thing in
of
my
things.
family, yeah.
But I've really, really tried to work on that over the last, 15 years. Really tried to be a good brother.
Sure.
Fucking try to be, I try to be the best uncle that I possibly can, which I think I'm doing pretty good with that.
Yeah.
And I want to keep in the good graces.
Sure.
Okay. There might have been a moment this summer where I had maybe an outstanding thing with somebody that was a pretty sizable.
Outstanding, like, yeah, this is outstanding. Also, or like or like a loan that needs to be repaid.
I might have.
Hey, Foley's outstanding.
There might have been a monumental event in a relative's life that I said that I would, I'd go in on that with, and then it never really materialized. A couple of things fell through.
Timeshare.
You ever hear the timeshare guy that gets you out of timeshares? My name's Billy Bob Brown. If you're locked into a timeshare, you need to call me immediately.
The only thing trashier than being in a timeshare is getting a lawyer to get you out of a fucking timeshare.
Stop showing up.
Yeah.
I'm a Mac when it comes to timeshare.
Yeah, I remember
litigiousness.
my cousin, not my cousin, my dad's friends growing up. Like when I was growing up, a family friend, they had time, and it was like I knew then.
I don't get it.
He's like, yeah, you pay $2,000 a year.
I just picture
and
a
I'm like,
shitty condo.
and you get to go to a place. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. At 7, I'm like, dude, when I get old, I want my family just to fucking go to a hotel like a regular fucking person.
That's
Get
right.
on it. I'm like, I don't need you're there a weekend. I'm like, what if you show up early? You know what I mean? I'm like, what if you want to stay? And there's, someone shows up.
They're still there. You got to put a sock on the door, shit like that.
All right, so back to it. Your brother's.
So
movie.
yeah, so anyway, I might have rectified that this summer with a law.
I'm sorry. These are a lot of rectified what?
A monetary situation.
Okay, you owed somebody money. You made it.
I didn't owe the money. It would have been the right thing to do to split this thing that happened years ago.
Okay.
Okay. I was supposed to split the anniversary party for my parents.
Gotcha.
All right.
Your brother footed the bill, and it's been a thorn in your side. You finally made good on the cage.
A couple of comments were made over the summer at a couple of cookouts.
Sure.
There was some Pinot Grigio involved. Certain sister-in-law.
A.K.A. Nisi wine. That's what it's called in my family. Go get me 2 bottles of Nisi wine.
Oh, man.
Shout
I
out
tell
to
you what, when
Denise.
those suburban birds get a couple of them wines in there, they really tell you how they feel. I'll tell you that. Jesus
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Christ.
nothing like watching a couple moms break open a box of Franzia and really get after it, dude.
We're at least bottles.
Start crushing somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, and he goes over there, just murdering people.
Also, I don't want to put it, but while on the subject, for Christmas, I was home and I had to go to the liquor store. For my mom we brought wine. Like most people drink wine, right? Like, what do you got? A bottle of red or what? You show up, we brought 2 bottles of wine, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
My mom only drinks one thing. Like if you show up and someone's like, oh, I got beer, I got Miller Lite, I got Coors, I got an IPA, whatever. My mom only drinks one bottle, the same bottle of wine.
What is it? Is it Yellowtail?
No, it's Cavit.
Oh,
Pinot Grigio Cavit.
Pinot. She doesn't. She will. If I brought a nice bottle of Pinot Grigio, she would drink that.
Where?
If I came over, if I came over for dinner.
Well, there's never
like
going to not be Nisi wine in the house,
which is the Cavit.
I'll
say, Denise, put down that stuff. Tonight, you and I are going to have a nice glass of wine together.
No.
Tell the old guy to fucking take a walk around the block.
He's snoozing on the couch.
Yeah. Hey, buddy, why don't you go watch fucking Matlock or something while I chat this broad up? All right?
Yo, does the piece ever drop ice cubes in the
Yeah,
Pinot?
well, no, the Pinot's chilled. You buy it cold.
This fucking animal.
I would never. I got some
bozo.
class,
Yeah.
but
The Pinot's chilled.
Yeah.
We're not fucking, we're not Russian.
It's not just on the table. So I had to go to the store. By the way, my stepdad got bought his first ever new car, and it's like a GM. I got to show you a picture of this thing. It's a pickup truck that's literally the size. It's as high as the ceiling.
That's awesome.
Dude.
He bought a big F350.
Dude, it's a GMC. It's literally like
Those things are great. Those
dude,
big ass trucks.
I'm in it, and I've never been. I've driven a lot of big trucks, a lot of F2 350. I've never been in a truck where you see the top of other pickup trucks as you drive by. I'm like, you're like looking down on another truck.
Does it have the little ladder that pops out when you open the door?
No, but it does have it's got a rail on it. It's got a runner, like a chrome runner on it. So which I know they're getting loose in their old age because I've never been allowed to drive his cars ever. Like he had I think I told you he had like a fucking 99 Suburban that even in like I would be like 30 and he'd be like, no one touches. Like if he was backed you in,
Suburbans are great.
This looks like the one.
Oh,
fucking,
you weren't even allowed to move it out of the driveway to get the cars out?
No, he would hide the key. Like we weren't allowed to touch it. This was like his prize. And by the way, it had like 2 flat tires. Like it was.
There's nothing better when you got to move the cars in the driveway.
So he goes, just take my car to go get your mom wine. So I go, all right. So I run up, and I was a little shocked. I was like looking for.
Did your mom give you money to get the wine? I think Toby just farted.
He did.
That new mixer's pretty good. Huh?
A lot of sound effects.
Things pick it up.
I don't know if they gave me money. Maybe she did. She's getting a little loose with the cash as she gets older.
Well, sure.
What things should be a 20, maybe 2, there's like 3 or 4. She's heavy with the 20s.
She'll hand them over to you.
Yeah.
Not expecting change.
Change.
Well, you're starting to get. You're going to be rich soon, man.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you what I mean. You know what I mean. Start being a little nicer to you.
Yeah, you should.
Get your wine for you. What would you would buy a new car, right?
If I got a bunch of money?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd buy a new car.
You'd move out of the city?
No.
Get a rug?
No, he'd buy 50 black T-shirts and get a Costco membership for 9 gallons of goldfish.
There you go. Fucking clean living right there.
So go ahead. So you took
I love this pod because a story becomes 15 minutes, but that was an aside to begin with. But
no matter who speaks, you're gonna get assaulted for whatever you say.
of course, yeah, you gotta have your guns are drawn.
I need details.
So I go to the liquor store and I'm looking at the domestic.
Is he smoking in there in the truck? Has that new car smoky smell?
No.
There's nothing better than that.
No, he's not.
Add the air conditioner in there.
He no longer smokes.
Good.
Cue eye roll. So I get in and I'm looking at domestic Pinots and I'm like, I finally asked the guy, I'm like, yo, dude, you don't have Pinot. Oh,
where's your cabinet?
Also my mom goes, get a bottle of 2. Unless they have a case, then get a case. I got a case of fucking Magnum bottles. And I didn't know Cavett. It's imported from Italy, and in my head I go, oh, pretty fancy, ma. All right. I was looking at the domestics. The guy goes, no, it's over here, and I was like, that's how trashy I'm gonna go. My mom drinking imported wine. Meanwhile, it's like $9 for a fucking case.
Damn, get a case.
They do it heavy. They never. Well, it was also she was going over my Aunt Kate. She had to take a bottle or 2 over there because a lot of my.
Is she drinking every night? Are they drinking every night?
She'll probably do one
Thank
glass.
God the pandemic, because this money just came in. Thank God the pandemic slowed them down a little bit. Who knows what they be doing?
She would do. She'll do 1 glass of Pinot a night. Yeah.
Yeah, she will.
She doesn't. I've never seen her drunk. My dad, like everybody else, on the other hand. But
you asked the St. Louis
my
Cardinals.
mom will have like maybe.
Come on.
What?
Nothing.
I didn't hear it.
I said you asked the St. Louis Cardinals. It would have been good in the moment. Whatever.
Kippy's
still
driving
don't get
around
it.
his retirement.
Yeah. I still don't get the Cardinals reference.
The St. Louis Cardinals have seen her drunk.
Oh. Okay. They haven't. Phillies or something. Why'd you go St. Louis Cardinals?
I don't know.
I mean,
You guys ever been to St. Louis? Terrible city.
it's no Chicago.
Thank you, Toby. Real quick.
I forget what I was saying. No, but she doesn't.
I just wanted to see if I could throw Kippy off.
I'm off. She boozes, but not heavy.
She boozes.
She likes a nice glass of Nisi wine.
Well, the way we got to that was when these broads get the wine and they start really telling you how they feel. And that's what happened to me. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to make this right.
Yeah.
So I've been doing a lot to try to fucking make everything right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And look good. And when the moves, you know, I mean, these,
So all I have to do is get drunk on wine, and you'll start doing the right. Make a couple
These-
comments, you'll start doing the right thing around me.
maybe.
I start righting some wrongs.
Depends how your homemade ice cream cake is and your meatballs. You know what I'm talking about? You want to be under the wing of a dragon. So I'm trying to make all these things right.
Everyone's talking shit. You're the fuck up of the family. We get it.
Yeah, and now this move thing
I mean, I like how
happens.
it's like 15-minute intro, and I'm like, you're the fuck up. Yeah, all right, that's
And
right.
this move thing happens, and, you know, the whole family's involved. I said a million times I would come down. I'd help you move the little stuff. I'll do whatever. Stay here, stay there, whatever you need done. So I get kind of muscled out of that. Or, you know, don't worry about it. No, it's good. The movers are going to do most of it. But now it's turned into this thing where it's like a week of, like, small runs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's being discussed by my parents and him, and I, you know, and I was talking to him last night. I'm like, dude, I would have came. He's like, it's not about that. I'm not telling you because of that. I'm like, all right, well, whatever.
Yeah. Also, I gotta be honest. You're probably not the best mover,
No,
and one, you're hurt too.
true. I am. I'm injured.
But also, like,
My Achilles.
you'd be
my
more in
ankle.
the way than anything. I feel.
I know, but you get the sandwiches.
This guy drives 90 miles for sandwiches.
Well, that's what they did. They've done it both Saturdays. Shout out to my cousin Jordan, who's been helping them, and they've gotten Eve's Zeps. Do you know what a Zep is? Were you a Zep family?
Like a Zeppeli?
No, not the pastry.
Zeppelin? Led Zeppelin?
I want to rock.
Foley as a
what's up,
mover is
what's
I
great.
want to eat. Zeppeli.
You got to turn the couch sideways and Foley to get it through the door.
Foley, we're going to have to saw you in half to get you out of the bedroom.
Take the doors off. I love taking the doors
Foley,
off.
we're going to have to take your legs off. Can't fit you on the elevator.
Don't screw me from the ankles.
Everybody
Is
walks
that
away. He's upside down, stuck in the door. I swear to God, it's just sitting there by itself.
He's passed out. They're like, he's a fucking sleeper.
What?
What was I gonna say? Zeps.
No, I don't know what a Zep is. I mean, I'm
It's
sure I do,
it's
but
an
not by your...
Italian sandwich in Philly on a little round roll. You don't know what a Zep?
No.
Eve's makes them really good in our area. All right, well they do that, and I missed out on all that. So we're not going to be using drops. Toby's having fun with the new mixer.
We're not.
Don't worry.
They came preloaded with the worst drops in the history.
I don't
That
mind
was
them.
pretty good.
No, we're anti-drop, dude. Fuck drops.
I'm
We're
not
anti-drop,
against.
okay?
So you tell
And we
me.
got the new sound equipment, so there you go.
Yeah,
Not you guys,
you tell
but
people.
other people.
You tell people that we're anti-drops. You know how they react?
Not a bad pick. So I don't think you're upset for letting him down. I think you're upset about the sandwiches.
Maybe. But it's also like now it's a discussed thing, and now it's too far into the whole moving situation where I could get involved, because if I did get involved, it would just look like I'm trying to save face. Plus, I was talking to my nephew the other day, and I was laying down on the couch, and I had my shirt off, and it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That got back to me, too, because some eyes got on that.
Wait, that you were laying on the couch at 4 p.m.
Yeah, they're like,
no shirt
they
on.
didn't think it was a good thing for me to be talking to my nephew at 4 o'clock on a Wednesday, laying on the couch with my shirt off. It doesn't send a good. They said it doesn't send a good message to the kid.
Sounds like everybody in your family but you has a good head on their shoulders.
I don't.
And a
I mean,
shirt on, apparently.
My job is different. I work at night.
No, you don't. Not anymore. What are you
Well,
talking about? The
I
city
did.
shut down.
I did,
Yeah, but you don't.
but I could if I applied myself.
Yeah, man, you got to drop that. Like, what? I'm saying, like, the caring what they like. If they're one, I don't think they're really thinking that.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody expects the 400-pound guy to drive 90 miles to move fucking a shoebox.
When you put it like that,
You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. I moved. I didn't expect you to help me. One, I think you offered, and I honestly, like, I went through it logistically. I'm like, would be a nightmare. Be trying on my underwear and stuff. I come in, you got a bra on. My wife's panties are on your head.
they're missing. I'll take the stuff in my car.
That was really funny.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to help. Like, one, you're hurt. Two, you're 90 miles away.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's crazier that you would think that they would expect you to drive from New York to Philly to help them move.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
crazy.
the Foleys.
Yeah.
That's insanity. Like
They probably do. They just didn't. They just you know.
Well, then fuck them. You
Wait,
also have to do that. Like, I've
you
had
have to
do
just
this.
show up.
I've done the same thing of like, yeah, man, that's your, like,
how old is your brother?
they didn't come up and help you move.
He's older than me.
But
Then
we
he-
have
he
this
should
thing.
get fucking movers like an adult.
He did.
Of course he did. Yeah, he does very well. Got movers.
You
Oh,
have
then you're
this.
fine.
You have this thing where you think you're constantly. No one came up and helped you move.
True.
So
Tom Cassidy did, my good pal. You didn't.
No.
Tommy did.
I got movers. I didn't ask you. I don't ask anybody to help move or take you to the airport
No.
or do anything I don't want to fucking do.
No.
People, Ian was like, "I'll help you move." I'm like, "No, why? What? I don't want to be into you for anything." Next thing I gotta help you move.
You have to kill him afterwards?
If I don't want to move myself, why would I want to help you?
I never
move?
want to help anybody. Moving sucks so bad.
Especially in New York. By the way, I gave the guys like fucking $300. They came in. There was like fucking 3 Hungarian guys put my couch on their head and walked out. It was like nothing.
Yeah.
But we have the same thing with like, I feel like all this duty to do stuff for my fam. I think it's because we were the ones that left. So it's like, I got to go back for that. I got to go back for that. And also, we don't have kids and we don't have a
Right.
house and we don't have any of these responsibilities and things. And this is like this structure that everybody else has.
Our lives are pretty attractive.
So we're going back to do all this stuff for them,
Mm-hmm.
right? But no one ever does anything for us, which is fine.
Well, my mommy does. My mom and dad do.
What?
I mean, they help me out all the time.
I'm not saying they don't help you out, but like
They're awesome.
they don't come up to you. It's
No.
always on their terms. You have to go help them. You got to go down for that.
Sure.
I mean, Jesus.
Jesus.
It's the drop on the new mixer.
Try to keep it classy a little bit.
Meanwhile, Foley fucking turn over Foley shirtless. It's 4 p.m.
You.
But I'm just saying, it's like, your mom's been up here like, I can count on a hand. I've never seen her. I think I saw her up here once.
Got the COVIDs on. Can't have them up.
Now I'm saying, but before.
Well, everyone's supposed to come up now that we have the
Where you're not answering my question.
two-bedroom.
The question is, no
yes,
one.
you're right.
No
Nobody
one comes
loves
in-
me. All right, I stink.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But you have to break that responsibility. Like you have to go back to do everything when no one comes to do anything for you.
Well, your parents are different. You're supposed to take care of your parents.
You can't
Everybody
take
else,
care
I
of your
understand.
parents financially, emotionally,
I can
physically.
I do tons of shit when I'm down there. Put the flagpole in. Bring the
All right,
pellets
I was
in,
trying to be funny. Okay, the flagpole and the pellets. It's nothing
pick the
that you
dog
need.
shit up,
to,
empty the dishwasher.
don't
I do
need-
my chores.
you don't need to go down. Your mom can undo the dishwasher.
She's pretty good at it too. Why are they just better at all that stuff?
Because
They've
they
been
do
doing
it every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Fucking
have a
amazing.
dishwasher now, like I've said, Ritzy, and I
Is it one of those shitty little New York? Is it a full size dishwasher?
no. Who the fuck has a full size dishwasher in Manhattan?
So you have like one of those. Do you have to do anything weird, like hook a hose up to it?
No, it's a proper. It's probably like this wide,
Yeah.
normal height. It's probably like 3/4 of a regular one, maybe,
Okay.
or so.
I'm gonna throw a little info out there for our primo fucking Patreon folks. Those little I went down a rabbit hole. I watched a 45-minute fucking YouTube video on washing machines. There's a lot going on in there. Don't use those prepackaged like Tide Pods.
What? Those things are great.
They're the worst, bro.
Taste
Because
For washing machines,
for not the
dishwasher.
the dishwasher version of that.
Yeah.
Tide Pods in the washing machine for the clothes, unbelievable. But for the dishwasher, you got to put soap in the dispenser, and then you also got to do the pre-wash. Massively important. I've been skipping the pre-wash my whole life. So
Yeah, I've made it this far without pre-wash. I'm not
Yeah.
doing
Why?
it now.
What's the deal?
I don't do pre-wash. I don't preheat an oven. Only thing I do is pre-cum.
You don't preheat an oven.
It depends what I'm making.
You don't preheat an oven?
Well, if you're heating up pizza, you just put it in there and leave it in there.
Yeah.
No. What are you talking about? Then you're gonna get melted cheese on cooked dough. You're crazy.
This guy. Welcome to the big leagues. This is New York City, okay? We ain't got time to wait around for fucking pre. We got fucking shit to do.
Well, if you're living in New York and you're getting fucking frozen pizzas, you're a scumbag.
That's not true.
That's not true.
And you're reheating.
You take that back.
You son of a bitch.
I'm just saying, yeah, but like you don't. It's not like you're taking care of them day to day. I'm not saying you don't help out with daily chores when you're there, but there's nothing you're doing that they can't do at all. It's not like you have to carry them from the car to the bathtub or whatever.
But I would love you, Daddy.
No one's saying you wouldn't. I'm just saying you don't. You live up here. They don't depend on anything you do, right? There's not
You
one.
do.
Buddy, I'm in bed with you, and I don't depend on you. But I'm just saying, so it's like you need to break that fucking that
worrying
feeling
about
of
it.
responsibility and worrying about it. I have it too. That's what I'm saying. I've worked through a lot of it. That's why I can identify it.
What do you do? TM, yoga?
No, I'm just saying you've had to talk to myself and say like, yeah, that doesn't fucking the feeling I'm feeling of letting them down is like, well, no one helped me move. No one said did you.
Who's there for Kippy?
There you go.
Yeah,
Who
it's
came up and
just-
volunteered or anything? Like, who was like,
Your
I'll come
mom
up.
probably paid for the mover, right?
I don't think so. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not saying her though. I'm just saying in
Story
general.
changes, yeah,
the family unit is it's the family
what you
unit in
mean.
you, right?
Yeah.
And you got to keep going back to the family unit. The family unit never comes to you.
Well, you're locked. The piece asks you to do something. You're taking care of it, right?
What did she ask me to do? I said, you fucking pay for it. I mean, if she was like, hey, can you come help me move? I was like, I'll give the check to the mover.
To
if you
stay
want,
in the
but-
good graces, she asks you to do something. You do it, right?
What is she asking me to do? Like kill somebody?
I don't know. Look the other way on something?
Like what? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I understand what you mean. Like if she was like, can you help me unload the car? I'd be like, yeah, of course.
If your mom came to you and said, hey, I killed somebody, I need you to help me get rid of the body, would you do that for your mom?
No.
You piece of shit. Well, I guess the quicker she's out of the way, the better it is for Kippy, huh?
I have the conscience.
Real cold winters in those prisons.
I would love to have met you before you had, quote unquote, worked through a bunch of this stuff.
Dude,
was
you
chubbier.
should have seen both of us. And what year? I mean, you think we're fucking crazy now. Go back to
I don't think we're crazy.
2015. What was that? 2015 up here was like
The rough years.
a poisonous. I mean, we were
Oh,
literal crazy people.
Toxic.
That was
Toxic is the word. It's bubbling toxicity.
that was the year outside the Lantern. Foley told me to wear a collared shirt because it's New York.
Yeah.
And then Andrew Chavone downstairs at the Lantern goes, "Oh well, we forgot you were on the show, so that's our bad. But we got a couple of guys ours up, and then we got the 3 guys downstairs barking, and then we'll get you up around 1:30. It's a real good show. There's about 7 people in there."
Yeah, it sounds about right.
That was a good show. 7 people.
I killed, if I
He wasn't
remember
lying.
correctly. I murdered with my highbrow comedy.
Kippy, you working through stuff? Yeah, you doing TM? No, I'm doing IPA.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying,
yeah.
you have to, you know, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, cool. Apparently, I'm an asshole. Work through that. We're way less crazy than we were before
Yeah, feeling good.
as
doing
a
well.
whole. Yeah.
Love the pod. Love the fans. Having a
Dude,
good time.
he goes into this fucking, PR. Yeah, have a great time. Love him. I'm doing good. I'm reading right. I love the pod. Love him. We're doing great. You're doing great. Everyone's doing great. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
It's good stuff. Love your shirt. Yeah.
Do you have dandruff, by the way? I wanted to ask you.
No, why?
Because you have white shit all over you all the time.
I think it's skin. I have dry skin.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I lotion every
peeling.
day. I have fucking
What are you
pale
using?
Irish skin.
What are you using? What
She has like some watermelon thing.
Irish
That's no
Spring.
good.
Watermelon.
Watermelon. No, you got to be using like real, like.
It's fucking like super expensive, insanely fucking hydrating.
Is it
stuff.
Kiehl's?
It's not Kiehl's.
Okay.
Foley's got his soap on his stick, and he's
Yeah.
telling you what to use.
It's crazy. That's what he. It's like, dude, the amount of shade he throws at people while he's like a
I got all
crumbling
great
house.
stuff. That's not true. My skin looks great, except for the goober on my head.
Yeah.
But I've been picking.
Is that
at it.
Keels? Or what's his name? Frank?
It's almost ready.
Yeah, you have, dude. You're 45 with a pimple the size of my wiener on
That's
your
because
head.
I tried to
That was a
pop it
joke
a
at
couple
me, by the
times.
way.
Tried to pop.
I got
it a
one on
couple
my
times.
ass. Pretty bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
You ever get one that's just so perfect to pop? Love it.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Are you a Dr. Pimple Popper guy?
I don't watch TV, but, I don't mind it. I don't
Check,
know.
please.
You take offense to that for
Jesus.
some. I don't have a
You
TV.
know who Dr. Pimple Popper
Yeah, but
is.
you asked me, do I watch it?
And she's on the internet.
Yeah, she got a TV show now. She started on the internet now. She
Yeah,
I know
I've
she has a
seen.
TV
Yeah, I
show.
watch it. Yes, I enjoy watching. I don't
I was gonna
watch
say,
the
are you a
show.
whitehead guy or a blackhead guy? What do you prefer?
Black, white's too quick, and you need
Yeah,
the you need the
fucking
thickness
dig 'em out
in there.
Love to dig it out.
Yeah.
Love it. Dig in there.
Jesus Christ.
Check it out.
Yeah.
I have one on my back that I imagine getting out, but I can never get it out.
Why don't you go to somebody?
I'm gonna.
It just made my fucking
My
stomach
dermatologist
turn. That and
appointment's at the end of the month.
that and the bugles, really fucking not sitting well.
The bugle.
You picturing a blackhead on your back is making me
I
fucking.
scrape at it.
Nope. Moving on. I got hard feelings about this.
Scrape at it with a butter knife. Just little pieces
All right,
come
we got
out.
to change the subject. That imagery ruined my fucking night.
Good luck getting hard tonight, big boy.
I ain't been hard since the 80s.
Thinking about me. Hey, man, I'm a soft pack. What do you got, Pinhead?
Such a treat being friends with you.
Let's go over to Captain Bozo, see what he has
Yeah.
to say.
I got a problem. You know how like there's people that just have lived in New York for too long, right? Like the old crazy guy or the old crazy, and they're just like in this apartment that I didn't know. There's one in my building. I got a big building. I think there's 160 units, and like there's 2 buildings combined, so it's a big fucking building. there's a wacko in there, and I didn't know. And I'm coming in the other night.
Place hasn't been redone in years.
Who knows? Probably no one's been in his apartment in
Smells
probably
like potatoes.
Yeah, no one's probably been in his apartment in fucking 30
like Newman.
years. Yeah, but I mean,
Newman plus 30 years.
Why Newman though?
Because Newman just kind of hung out in his apartment.
He was out a bunch. He was a mailman. He worked every day.
Okay.
He wasn't like this guy's.
All right,
like,
forget Newman.
Okay. This guy's like gross, right?
Ugh.
Like just disheveled. I'd
Like
seen him.
me gross?
No, like disheveled, unkempt. Like something's wrong with him. He's living in this hole in this apartment. It's probably hoarder style.
The kind of guy they find him in there months later.
I would presume, right?
Okay.
So, I'd seen him on the street before.
Thought he was homeless.
Not
Nah,
homeless.
he's your neighbor.
Like he frantically moves, right? Like it's a fucking. There's something happening. So I'm like.
This guy knows something.
I'm having like one of those moments that's like really nice. I'm like really, I'm like feeling great. I'm like, this is great. Got nothing to do on there. Just like whatever. It's just like I'm going to go up, make dinner or whatever it was. And just like I was like in this perfect chill mode. And then I'm walking to the elevator in the lobby and it opens up and the wacko stumbles out like blah, blah, like comes out. And his motions throw me off. Now I'm confused. I don't know what to do. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, all right. So he goes over to the mailboxes. He's like frantically at the mailbox, and I get on the elevator. Dude, I'm not even on the elevator, and I can smell him still on the elevator. Like
I know that smell.
You know it. I
Oh,
don't even have
yes.
to describe it. Just like old, sweaty, musty,
Old
pants
socks,
haven't been
old
washed,
shirts,
everything.
Old underwear,
Like an old towel,
a little bit of
bed
poop.
sheets.
Yeah, it's just you can smell the grease on his hair.
Yeah. So. And he's got a mask. It was just like, fuck it. And I'm like, so I like smell it as I'm getting on, and then I get on, and I'm like, I can't do this. But then there's only one other elevator, and that was on the top floor that I saw. So I'm like, well, if I get off, we're both gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have an awkward interaction with this dude of like, no, you get on, I'll get on. What like?
Do you talk to him?
Did I or like do I? I didn't know. No. So what I did. I immediately ran off the elevator and took the stairs 6 floors carrying like a load of fucking groceries. I'm like, I'd rather fucking die. I'd rather have a heart attack on the 4th floor than.
Why didn't you wait for the other elevator?
That was because then he was gonna come. There was gonna be an interaction with him that I was trying to avoid. I would have moved. I would have fucking been homeless that night rather than talk to that guy. No, you can go on the I didn't want anything to do with him. I didn't want him talking to me. I didn't want him spitting on me. I didn't want to have to touch him for any reason.
I don't like talking to anybody in my building, let alone the crazy guy.
Yeah,
we got
I
a
know.
kooky guy in a wheelchair whose legs work down the way.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, dude.
His legs work and he's in a wheelchair?
He's always putting around, kicking himself around.
That's always strange.
It's
When they're
he's got
dragging
something.
himself?
You know he's got something going on, but it's like
He probably can't support himself for long periods of time.
Why, you doing some research?
I might have been doing a little price checking, getting a couple of quotes. I wanted to ask you, in that vein, you're a driver in New York City. You have a car, right? How do you feel about the window guys that do the windows? Or
I've never ran into
anybody
them.
that stops here.
I've never ran into a window guy.
We have a whole squad at getting on the 59th Street Bridge.
I have if you're doing a service for me, at the gas station in my neighborhood, there's guys that want to pump the gas. Let me do it. I don't like that because then it's just weird. Then what am I doing? What are you like? I still got to go over there and like put my card in. Then you like, you're not whatever. I don't like doing that.
Oh yeah, would you ever? I'm not letting some person that's not an attendant.
But my whole thing is like, if you want to do a service for me, I don't really mind. If it's like if I'm at a red light and you're doing it, and I have a dot, like I don't,
I'm not going to say anything.
I don't. Yeah, whatever.
I have one guy that
you're
does
hustling.
something, and I have one lady that doesn't do anything. She just walks around with a sad look on her face, and she's wearing like clogs. She's wearing like she's just a grifter. She's not homeless. She's wearing like a nice jacket,
Yeah.
and she just has this pathetic look on her face. Always drives me nuts. But the guy's out there hustling.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter whether it's a guy or girl. Obviously, it just
Yeah.
happened in this case.
Yeah.
Okay,
I got a thing. I wanted to bring up.
bring it up.
Bring it up. I got a problem with this neighborhood. Real problem with this
With
neighborhood.
our neighborhood,
This neighborhood that we're in, Midtown Manhattan.
Heroinville.
Oh man, I was around the corner over there at the Chipotle.
Wow.
This was last week, which is great because there's never any riffraff in there because you can't sit. Typically you go into a fast food
Chipotle's pretty clean though. You don't get a lot of people. They
There's
don't know about the bowls.
I don't know. Are you doing Midtown Chipotle's? Because
You think you got people hanging out there in there?
Yeah, because they go for the soda machine because it's wide open. It's typically around the corner from the cash register, so it's fucking wide open.
Sodas become such
with,
a thing that's just a giveaway.
Yeah,
it's like breakfast at a casino. They don't care. They just give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
That and Tabasco sauce at fucking Chipotle. I lived off of Chipotle Tabasco sauce for like 2 years.
That's crazy.
Stealing it?
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, Tabasco's like what, $2-3?
Dude, we're talking lean times. But yeah, one of my buddies would always snag one. I'd snag one. Whatever.
Dude, you're stealing Tabasco.
Him and his buddies.
Yeah.
Joe Glitchcook, he would grab the yellow stuff.
Johnny McIntyre loved the hot stuff.
I'd grab the green stuff. He'd grab the
grabbed the
other
red
one.
stuff.
We'd put the other one in a paper cup. And we'd go on our way home to make ramen noodles.
Dude, this was shopping at Aldi. Fucking, my rent was $264. We left cash in the bread box, and some strange guy would come pick it up every other month.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Jesus.
Been there, semi.
Smoking cigs in the house.
Big Sig house. But they keep it fucking relatively clean at Chipotle.
Yes.
But it does just this neighborhood before the pandemic is riffraff, right? Or a lot of tour, a lot of people, a lot of transients, a lot of fucking the port authorities closed, the buses coming in, and people are hanging. I've always said a lot of people with luggage that ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
A lot of people carrying carry-on bags that have never fucking had a plane ticket.
You know what it is? It was people that were here to like grift and get cash off of tourists, right? So they're working,
Yeah.
And now all the tourists are gone, so now they're just here living.
Yeah, they're just trapped. So I go in last week, and there's a family in front of me, right?
Okay.
There's a woman, probably in her 40s or so. I just don't know what the group of people was. It was a woman, and then she was probably in her 40s, then probably like a 13 to 14-year-old girl, right? And 2 boys.
I'm listening.
2 like kids, like 7 and 4 or something
Okay.
like that. None of them, the thing that bothered me right away, none of them have proper shoes on.
Where's the dad?
No dad.
No proper shoes on.
Yeah, they all have like Crocs or slippers. No shoes have a back.
They're wearing jellies.
Yeah, exactly. Like that kind of like no one.
Socks?
Socks. Yeah, it's fucking
Clean?
the dead of winter. It's January.
Clean? They look clean?
Like the mom was in like sweatpants. Like not. My thing is like, what are you doing? And you don't live here, right? Like these people don't live in Midtown Manhattan.
Why are you in Midtown
Why are
Manhattan
you
with your children getting lunch?
In slippers and like pajama pants.
Maybe they're staying at a hotel around the street.
I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Those Europeans, they get these hotels over here.
They
in
were
Times
not
Square.
European.
Oh, they weren't European.
No, they were fucking New York trash.
Okay.
So the kids, the 2 boys and the girl, 13-year-old girl, sit down at a table, and they're eating street meat that they had bought at a cart outside. They're now eating outside food in a Chipotle in a pandemic with
the 2 kids.
The 3 kids. And now
What's the mom doing?
The mom's in front of me with a young African. The family's waiting. The young African American kid. Well, I don't know where he fits in. And she goes, "I'm buying him food." Like,
who'd you say that to?
To the daughter. She's like, "Watch your brothers. I'm buying him food." Now the kids, they're eating at tables where you're not allowed to be eating. No one's sitting down. It's just me and these people in the restaurant.
It's a wild scene.
It's a wild scene. So I'm like, what? And now I'm just like furious. I'm mad at the Crocs right off Jump Street. I'm upset. So I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? So I don't know. So the kid starts ordering, and she's like, now she's screaming past me to the kids.
Masks on?
Kids know.
Ugh.
It's chaos. Chaos in the Chipotle.
Is there a lot of people in there?
No, it's just us.
They're ducking under the
What's
caution
the
tape to get
manager
to the
doing?
tables.
So finally, the managers, comes in. Well, now they're short-staffed. There's only like 2 people back there because there's no fucking real customers.
Right.
So someone they didn't see. So they go, "Are you?" You hear like from the back. They go, "Are you eat? You can't be eating. That's not our food." They were like, "What? What? You're eating outside food?" They're like, "Miss, you can't sit there." And she goes, "I tried telling them." That's what the mom says to the employee.
Wow.
I tried telling them. And I'm like, I want to fight everybody in this family, starting with the mom.
The employees are like, you can't eat our food here.
Yeah, exactly. Let alone, dude, and it's street meat. They're like, it's like meat on a stick. They're like, yeah, and there's like white sauce dripping. I'm like, my head was about to explode.
Even outside of a pandemic, street meat is a no-go for me.
No.
What?
I mean, like,
Whoa. Hold on. You're not getting a nice beef stick or pork stick?
Off the cart?
Yeah.
Nah.
You're nuts. You're
Never.
missing
I'll
out.
go to I'll eat at a cart if it's a I mean, yeah, that's
Food truck.
Falafel guys is fucking fantastic.
That's not
No,
fucking
like
beef
food-
stick sitting
food-
off the guy in with the grill with 2 wheels on it.
Yeah, with the neon sign that says "Hot Dogs, Welcome to New York" outside of Grand Central. No
Yeah,
shot.
no, those are dangerous.
Dangerous.
No. I know those guys.
No, in Astoria we have a couple.
Astoria is different. It's
traditional
not.
Greek ones.
Yeah, that's a theme. That's
Yeah.
like a restaurant.
Shout out to the Souflaki brothers.
Yeah, the Souflaki brothers, of course. That stuff's fantastic. But just the one that has
And
like
the Souflaki lady over there on 35th Street and Ditmars Boulevard. Not too shabby.
the guys that have like the pretzels, the fucking hot dogs.
Those pretzels suck.
and- yeah, they stink.
Dude,
they
they're
stink.
smoking brown cigarettes.
Yeah. It's all weird. They're also working the fruit stand. You're like, what's going on
Yo,
here?
I
no,
never
no,
liked
no.
anybody smoking brown. Like Johnny Depp smokes those brown cigarettes. Get out of here with that. What are you, a witch? You're not even that fucking weird.
It's like, we get it. You're looking for attention.
Yeah. Beat it.
So,
Him on
So what do
inside
you
the
do? You
actor's
make a
suit.
fucking move on one of these punks?
yeah, so I punched a teenage girl in the mouth.
Jam the stick in her eye like the Joker?
No, so finally, like, and it's also weird because in that moment, you want to empathize with the employees. Would you believe these fucking people? You know what I mean? You want to know I'm on their side.
You want them to know.
I think this is crazy. I'm with the employees. Like, this behavior that these people are like, it's chaos. They're yelling. They're jumping. They're, like, playing with the soda machine. It's like fucking Beirut in there. So finally, they order the young black kid's ordering, which I still don't understand. She goes, I'm buying him food. I don't know if he was a friend, but no age is really lined up to be like, maybe she's dating the mom, maybe he's dating the dog. I don't know. Who's who.
It could have been somebody just like, yo, can you help me out?
But that's what
Possibly.
that's it. That was my first thought. Was this is like a street, not homeless, but like a transient in the neighborhood.
You don't see too many kids out there.
And he wasn't a kid, like youngish teen. I don't know.
Okay.
But he had like the Nike fucking crossbody fucking. He was dressed well. He was like a matching sweatsuit. Like
Okay.
he didn't look like he had more. He probably has more money than I do for sure.
Hype beast fanny pack on the chest.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
had like a Supreme, something all like he was.
sure.
So I'm like that. My first thought was like, oh, he was probably like, hey, can you help me? Whatever. And that was like, yeah, I get that. But then I'm like, this doesn't make sense. His outfit cost more than I had, more money than I have, right? Which I'm behind the curtain. I have about $72 in my bank account. But so I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. So then I get it, and the whole time the kids are playing with the soda machines, fucking the ice, everything.
Are you getting a soda?
I'm not even. I'm ordering. I'm
Are you going to get a soda?
This is part of the story.
There's no fucking way.
Just wait. Just
Grubby
wait.
little kid fingers.
So I'm like, I'm trying to be.
I would have been handing out backhands. That's the one thing the Foleys. You walk into a fucking restaurant,
Oh.
your social anxiety better be at fucking 10.
I know.
Because I don't want you to say a fucking word.
Yeah,
You're
keep
gonna-
your.
That
keep,
was
treat
instilled
it like
in-
a bank heist. Keep
That
your
was
head down and don't make
that was
fucking eye
instilled
contact.
in me young.
Don't be
you
a
don't
hero.
fucking embarrass us in there.
Pipe down and color inside the lines.
That's right. Sit down and shut up.
I bet don't spill that fucking chocolate milk.
Oh, you're done.
Yeah. So
Ruin everything.
I get up, so I'm like, all right, and
Hold on. I still remember that hot feeling that I would get all up through my back and on like the back of my neck when I would spill a fucking drink at dinner. And there was just that moment of silence. And then usually there was a fucking large hand grabbing my neck.
Sure.
But it was like I did it on purpose.
Hot.
That's we were treated like we did it on purpose.
Buddy, I am aware. I yelled at my wife the other day. I said, "Can I just fucking relax?" And she goes, "Who said that in your lifetime? Because you say it all the time."
Yeah.
And I go, "Oh, Big DR said it."
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot. I just want to fucking relax. Ooh.
And it's once you did that, then it was like fucking knocking all the dishes. Fuck it. Like just ruining the whole meal.
Yeah.
But then you come back and you have the meal together, and it seemed a little bit better.
I
I mean?
mean,
Like,
that's why you're fucked up.
That's why I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
Like after the big fight, after the big family fight, when you come back together.
Yeah.
You apologize. I love you too. All that stuff. That's where life really begins.
That's why
and
you
ends.
can't. I think we just cracked the case. That's why you're constantly trying to fight so you can make up and feel okay. That's why you're constantly fighting with me.
Maybe loser.
Yeah. The one time we got in a big fight when this was starting, right? It was a very tense time with the fucking getting the studio up and running and all that stuff. And we're going.
Is this PT pre-Toby?
Toby's involved at this point. I think that we just started getting the show off. I think like we're in the studio, and we're fucking. I'm like stressed out I'm not fucking sleeping. I'm worried about all the fucking just everything. And we get into it in this text that we're going back and forth. So I finally call him. I'm like, dude, I don't want to fucking fight with you. I'm trying to. I said, I'm literally.
I do.
I said, I'm trying to tell. We were responding via text. I'm like, I'm trying to tell you what you said to me hurt me. Like a bitch. Like it fucking hurt me like a little pussy. Those words you said made me feel bad. And he goes, well, now I don't know what to say. like we talked it out. He goes, I was expecting a fight. I'm like, yeah, man, I don't want to fight. I don't want it. But if you don't give him the fight, he doesn't know what to do.
I feel like your guys' whole relationship is a big fight and then being like, well, I guess we are best friends.
No, I just think
Hey, buddy.
we both come from a very volatile
Damaged goods, as they call
household. So like us screaming at each other is
Don't act like you ain't damaged out there too.
Yeah, you fucking cocksuckers. No, it's just normal for us. Like to yell at somebody and then be like, oh, you want to go smoke a cig? Whatever. It's how we let it out. It's been working. We've been fucking productive friends for 10 years, working together on everything. We've gotten this far. Like
We have our system,
yeah, we air it.
Mr. McMullen.
It winds up and then we air it the fuck out.
Like you and your skateboard buddies stealing beef jerky from the 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
You got the lookout guy. You got the guy to go in there.
Yeah, that's what was so crazy to me about that when Soder was talking about that, about having the look. It was like, we just all went in and stole shit.
We never really stole.
No.
I'd get fucked up if I got caught stealing.
I'd
rather get caught drinking and driving at 10 than get caught stealing a pack of
doing
candy or
shit like
something.
that. Yeah, you knew it was going to be a little bit of a laugh off. Getting caught with a girl, getting caught fucking, getting caught drinking at somebody's house, getting caught sneaking out of work and like throwing shit at cars when your dad was coming to pick you up. That would be like kind of like a fun you'd get in trouble. But you got caught stealing.
That's bad. That was bad
Stealing?
for us, yeah.
You were stealing food. Oh my god!
Of course, you're stealing food.
Well, what else?
The last thing I
pulling
remember
a fucking art job as a 10-year-old. Be always stealing like him and fucking little Tony Hawks.
The last thing I
Little
remember
Pal Peralta
stealing is it was like I've been up all night drinking and I was like, well, fuck it, let's keep this fucking thing rolling. And it was like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I went to the Jules down the street, and I walked in
Down the street,
and I walked in over there on Western Avenue, Western and Rasco. I walked in and I grabbed the bottle of vodka. Walked up, they were like, we don't sell this until 10. And I was like, oh, okay, no problem. And in my head, I was like, so I have to steal this now.
Jeez.
Like, I would love to give you money, but I'm taking this with me.
I could never steal when I'm fucked up on something. However, I've been in that situation where they try to give you that bullshit of, hey, you can't buy liquor after 2 o'clock on a Saturday. And it's like, buddy, I got some chemicals working against me.
Yeah.
I need a friend here. Let me take this home.
What state is that?
New York.
Can't buy liquor after 2 p.m. on a Saturday?
2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Oh, 2 a.m.
Sorry, 2 a.m.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no,
Gotcha.
because it's a Sunday.
Do you guys have the like? Are there late liquor stores here?
I don't know. I don't go to the liquor. I mean,
because
like
in Chicago, it's like 2 for most
Because
places,
it's
and then
a
there's a
liquor
couple
store.
that'll be open till 4, but they jack the prices up after 2, and then on Saturdays they're open till 5.
Who goes to the liquor store in the city? You go to a bar and have a beer.
Well, yeah, you're leaving the bar, you're going back to an apartment, fucking.
yeah, but bars are open till minimum 4, and then also
You, a couple of your
A lot
buddies,
of
a couple of
places-
chicks, you go back to somebody's house, you smoke a bowl.
Yeah.
One of you tries to make out with the girl with the bangs and the hoop earring and the loops in their thing, and she's in a
the
band.
gauges. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is the first accurate portrayal of my life that
I
Foley
love
has
it.
nailed.
There's incense
How to make it
burning
in Chicago?
Somebody's making like mac and cheese for themselves in
Yeah.
the kitchen. Yeah. I like it.
I like it.
The squad.
Mac and cheese for themselves.
Me and the homies.
That's so funny. I'm not allowed to talk to
That's
you
the
about
homie John McIntyre. Yeah, but no, New York, no one does. First of all, no one goes to each other's houses in New York.
Yeah, and nobody eats fucking outside food in Chipotle.
Yeah,
So how did this resolve itself?
Well, I went
And
to
it
get...
better be with you fucking beating somebody up.
Actually, that's a really good point because in New York, everyone's apartment's too small to kick it in. In Chicago, you got some space, you got a balcony, you know.
Yeah, no one goes to each other's
Backyard.
houses. So it's either you go to the bar till 4 a.m. and then most places, if you have like you have a rapport with them and if fucking connect, they'll lock the door.
That's the best. And you're smoking ciggies in the bar.
And while they're cleaning up,
Dog, that's the shit.
you get shuffled out at like 5:36. That's what you do in New York. I don't go fucking back to Johnny's house and try to finger bang some fucking emo chick.
Dude, kicking all the
That deserves
riffraff.
better. Come on.
All the
He was still going. I was here when he was going.
Yeah, I took so offense to that.
I'm gonna delete all these off this thing.
No. I'm not opposed to the drops.
Delete them.
I'm not
I'm
opposed
not-
to the
We're
drops.
not doing drops.
I don't want to be a radio guy.
Unless I can do them with my voice.
Hit the slide whistle. So I fucking get up
They're
there.
so bad.
I get up there. I order, and then like I don't know if I was thinking or I'm like whatever. I ordered a soda, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
A soda.
Oh my
soda.
god, I fucking forgot we're still in this.
Wait,
Chipotle
did you order
story.
food?
who the fuck goes to Chipotle just to get a soda? What am I, a fucking jerk off?
Can I just have a Mr. Pips with lemon? Good. All right, so you ordered your bowl.
I get my bowl.
What'd the kid get? I'm curious.
Some sort of bowl, but also a thing that bothers me is that he didn't like know what was going. It's a lot of the pointing over the glass. It's like the glass is there for a reason. What do we? I'll take that. And you're like, how? How do you not see a barrier and point
I've been in
over
these
the fucking
situations
glass?
with my nephew or like my cousins when they were little. Dude, not even a fucking. They wouldn't even be able to get away with one of those.
Yeah.
Listen, you fucking look this lady in the eye. You say please and thank you. You tell her what you want, and you move the fuck along. I had this when we went apple picking. He tried to do some dumb kid shit at the fucking ice cream window, and I'm like, yo, just focus. He's doing like the, dude. That's the problem with this country. These people raising these kids.
And that was that. Whatever. Let me get out of this story. We got to wrap this up.
45-year-old man who calls his mom mommy.
Yeah. My mommy makes me cutlets. That's what's wrong with the country. I gotta go move my brother. Shut up, you.
Shout out to Patty's Cutlets.
You fucking.
Don't knock them till you try them. No cheese, just cutlet.
You fucking.
Cutlet, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, and coleslaw. That's a
fucking-
Sunday meal.
I'm gonna get this out. You fucking zilch. That's what you are. It was funnier 35 seconds ago. Thanks.
Knew that was coming.
I did too.
So
Go ahead.
I go get a soda. By the time I get there, I get my fucking soda. The fucking, the gaggle of dirtbags has already left the establishment. They're out front fucking sharing a Newport or something. I go get my drink, and the fucking little chubby kids they're out of ice. So I go, yo, man, you're out of ice. He's like, yeah, machines, that's it. There's no ice. So I had to have a fucking lukewarm room temperature Coke Zero with my burrito bowl. All because these fucking shitbag kids.
What, they let the ice run
They
out?
were just like, they were playing with the buttons, and the ice was falling. That's what made me look over to the ice had fallen on the floor.
Who the fuck would... The mom didn't do anything to stop them.
No.
I would have fucking bitched her out.
You say that, but I've known you I've never seen you bitch anybody out. If anything, you bitch out in most situations.
That's pretty accurate.
I mean, like every time.
But in my fantasy world...
Yeah, my fantasy world, I was leg dropping this broad into the brown rice. What are you talking about? But I live in reality, my friend.
Damn,
Smashing her head into the carne asada.
Kippy having a sippy with no ice.
Yo, fuck that shit.
That was a week ago. That still bothers me today. Fucking
All right, we
cocksucker.
gotta wrap this up. But real quick, those new
What?
Coke machines that let you like mix and match flavors.
No, get out of here.
Shit
Fucking-
sucks ass, right?
yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Technology's gone too far.
And I don't want to fill it up myself. I want someone to fill it up for me.
Let's put a pin in that for the next Are You Garbage, because that's very garbage.
Let's also put a pin in that
That ain't-
pimple. Can we? Yikes.
Pop that thing. Gang, listen, we love you. This has been the bonus. This has been an episode of Hard Feelings for our $10 Patreon members. We appreciate you guys. We love you, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.